How you doing, Jimmy? Welcome to Pat Musi Performance. I guess I haven't been around racing for a while, so you kind of wonder what we're doing. We're working on this facility here. It's a pretty big facility for what we do. Right now we occupy about 10,000 square feet, but we own as far as you could see down to the end of the block, so eventually we're going to develop the whole piece. And we got some pretty good ideas. There'll be a 50s style diner on the property. There'll be an old style gas station, and we're looking to maybe sell some hot rods out of here and really make it a car oriented spot. So why don't you come inside and I'll show you the inside and I'll tell you what we do at Pat Musi Performance, the one-stop shop. You come here, your stuff doesn't get flown all over the country, doesn't go all over the state. It's all done here. So come on in and I'll give you the tour. This is what we're converting over now. We're going to put all the dirty rooms going to be outside. We're getting this closed in because we ran out of room on the inside. So we're moving everything out of here. So excuse the mess, but we're getting there. This is an engine that came in for a rebuild. It'll basically get disassembled here. We'll go over all the parts, make a list of what it needs. And this is one of our engines that we service. We also do work on other buddy stuff. I mean, if you have an engine was built by somebody else, you're not happy with it, you can bring it in. We'll go through it, tell you what we think you need, and try to get it to our standards to run with our stuff. So it gets disassembled here. We inspect all the parts, make a list of what it needs. You see there's another couple engines piled up there. And this is basically the disassembly room. Now this is going to all go outside so we have more room in the shop. And then, depending on what's got to be done, this is the machine shop area. One thing about our place, whenever it gets here, it gets worked on here. We're not sending your parts otherwhere, all over the country or all over the state, or it's all done here. We do it from soup to nuts here. That's welding. This is crankshaft balancing. This is one of our mills. We'll do gas porting in here, fly cutting, some balancing. This is a lathe for various pieces we need to make. This mill is an older mill, and we use it just for cylinder heads only. We set it up for heads, and it's quick. It does the job. I mean, it's an old machine, but it really does a good surface on the heads that we like. And then as you move down, that's another rough mill. We do some notching for stroke. We do a lot of sleeve work on these Pro Mod engines. We're set up, we can pull the sleeves out. We have an oven, put sleeves in them. We're able to turn these blocks around in a day. Some of these guys need them pretty quick, and we're able to do them. This is our Burco Gus is working on now. This, you can O-ring in here, you can deck, you can bore. It does it all. One machine. We can get the deck within a half a thou, end to end. It'll put all the bores on center if they're not on center. We do from stock rebuilds in here all the way up to our Pro Mod stuff, sleeves, and the whole deal. And these are our two Sunnin machines. This is a line hone and line boring. And this is our hone. You know, there's a lot to honing and getting the engine to seal, and a lot of guys miss the boat on the simplest thing. The motor doesn't seal. But we have our own process that we do is unique to us, and it's part of the reason why our stuff runs good. Then as you come through here, this is mainly head assembly, disassembly. They'll take them apart here, inspect all the valves, and then get ready to... if they need a valve job, some of them will just get lapped depending on what they need. He'll make a list, valve springs, whatever. We'll tell you exactly what you need. This is our head machine. We can do, you see some Hemi heads here. We can do as big as they get. This is a 5-angle intake seat and a radius exhaust seat. It's all done here. We can do welding, we can repair heads. Nothing has to leave our building when it gets here. This is just a valve guide home, valve facer. So basically this is the head department. This is the assembly area. Basically this side is Matt's, that side is Robert's. These are some of the Edelbrock engines waiting for cylinder heads now. They're all the short blocks assembled. And then they'll be crated up, shipped directly to the customer. They're all built here and shipped from here. And then Robert does most of the Pro Mod stuff, most of the bigger stuff. That's what he's working on now. He's doing a rebuild. This is John Schroeder's engine for his heavy street car. And this is one of our Pro Mod 737s. This is one of the Edelbrock crate engines that a guy upgraded. He wanted a sheet metal intake. He wanted a little different look. It wound up making 730 horsepower, made about 30 more than the throttle body makes. This one, he ordered the accessories. He ordered the billet specialties pulleys. So it'll get shipped like this as soon as it's finished. We're waiting for a couple little pieces, and this is ready to go. We do, you know, a lot of our injection manifolds. We do all the throttle bodies here. We do all the injection. You know, the manifolds will come in. Basically, this is a CFE. This is a Hogan, depending on the application, whose we're going to use. And then we do everything in-house. We do all the plumbing here, all Edelbrock nitrous. And this is the dyno room. Unfortunately, there's nothing on the dyno today, one of the rare days. Usually we're on here running stuff, but you can get the basic idea. This is a DTS that we've had for a long time. It monitors everything on the engine, down to air fuel per cylinder. It's a pretty accurate deal. We do a lot of testing, a lot of development work for Edelbrock. When we develop the cylinder heads, when we do nitrous stuff, it's all done here. You see the air intake. We use air intake from another room because you don't want to get contaminated air in the induction system of the engine. So we pull the air from the monitoring room here. You see the vent up in the... It's pretty critical to have your dyno to be pretty accurate. You know, if you get any exhaust air into the intake, you're going to lose some power. So we try to repeat within 1 or 2 horsepower. Even on our 2,000 horsepower stuff, we can repeat within 2 or 3 horsepower. This is one of our development deals now with Edelbrock. We'll be testing shortly, but just to give you an idea of what we work on and how serious Edelbrock is, this is a new EFI prototype manifold that just came in. It looks a little crude right now because we're going to be testing position of the injector where we want it. But this thing will be run on the engine. I'll make my notes, and then we'll go in and they're going to cast this manifold. This manifold will be available soon. It's a Big Chief throttle body deal. You know, it's a fairly big facility. We have, when we're finished outside, we'll have about 10,000 square feet. This is parts. Well, a little waiting area here with just some parts on the wall, but basically this is the parts room. You know, we may not have a MSD 6 box for your street car, but if you need a tool steel ring for a nitrous engine, we have it. We have all the difficult stuff that's hard to get. We have it here on the shelf. We have a huge selection of Russell. There's not much that we don't have for a race car at Pat Musi Performance. This is my office. I did this so we can have a little privacy, you know, if a customer comes and we want to talk over a combination. And then through here, basically this is the phone area where all the calls come in. And we'll take orders, we'll talk to customers, and this is where... That's Rose's desk. Everybody knows Rose. So that's about the size of it. That's the whole facility you got to see. Thanks for stopping by, Jimmy.